didn't buy all the decks?
No, I did not.
Which ones did you get?
I only got Otrimi and the Ruthless Regiment, which we haven't opened yet.
That is the last one we're going to be opening.
Yeah.
So let's
Ruthless Regiment was the only
jump
one
into
left
it.
here by the time I was doing my pre-orders.
Oh, really?
Yep, I will get it.
Ruthless Regiment.
There's... Cool. Sorry, we're just gonna put this away real quick. Okay. This was going a lot longer than we thought, guys, so thanks for sticking around. And just another plug for us, if you are just barely joining, make sure that you go to YouTube and look up Command Valley. You will recognize our channel by this beautiful logo, and make sure that you subscribe to our channel.
Definitely helps us out. We love and appreciate the people that are close to home that subscribe to our channel and support us. So yeah, if you have a quick minute, go subscribe, go check out some videos, and check out the Jirina upgrade guide. That who did the Jirina upgrade?
You did.
Oh, I did. That's right. So I did that. It's been so long.
Was it really you? I think it was you.
It was me. Yeah,
Okay, cool.
it was me. Okay.
Oh yeah, because you didn't talk about my combo that I wanted to talk about.
You can talk about it now.
Yeah, this is
For
perfect time to talk
a couple
about
people.
It. Yeah. Okay. I'm just kidding. I wasn't.
All right.
sad.
We'll try to be done by 6, guys. Sorry that this is taking so long.
Yeah. Also, we just want to give another huge shout out to GameGrid. Thank them so much for this. We are super excited to have them sponsoring our channel, and they are awesome. So
Super
you can
happy.
get all of your commander needs here at GameGrid. This has a little bit of a little misprinty dot up there. Okay, I thought that was something else. For a second, I thought it was miscut. That would have been fun. But okay, anyway, we've got Jurina Kudrow. She is the face commander for this deck. She costs 1, a red, a white, and a black. She's a 3/3 human soldier, and she says that when she enters the battlefield, you create a 1/1 human soldier creature token for each time you've cast a commander from the command zone of this game. Other humans you control get +2/+0. So she's got a nice little buff there for all the other humans in your deck. So you guessed it, this is a human deck. But also when she comes in, she creates that 1/1 token, and any creature that can create multiple tokens immediately makes my mind go to Ashnod's Altar and I'm going to butcher it again. Nim Deathmantle, thank you. The Nim Deathmantle Ashnod's Altar combo that you can do with Jirina is you play her, you get the token, or if you've already cast her once, then you'll get 2 tokens. You sack them and her to the Ashnod's Altar to create 6 mana, and then you use 4 of that mana to bring her back and create 2 more, and you can create infinite mana or infinite death triggers that way and win the game with other cards. So just a notable combo to bring up with this deck.
No, it isn't.
Yeah, it is. Griffin doesn't like it, but I like it.
I just forgot.
I know you did.
Every time that I was supposed to not forget, I forgot.
It's okay. It's fun. All right, Kelsey and the Plague. He is Mardu colors for a 2/2 legendary human assassin with vigilance and haste. He gets +1/+1 for each experience counter you have, so that's fun. They brought back experience counters for this guy. And you can tap him to deal 1 damage to target creature you don't control. When that creature dies this turn, you get an experience counter. So probably some fun decks that you could build around him. I don't think that's the most powerful commander that you're going to get out of this set, but this has that crazy dot too. Sorry, it's driving me nuts. Do you see that? I thought it was garbage, but it's not garbage. Anyway.
Who's on this one?
Yep, some of Peter's cards have dots on them, but that's okay.
Oh my gosh, you're right.
Nothing that's going to make them worth more or less, but whatever. And then I don't know what these guys do.
I'm sorry, Peter. Oh, yeah. So Trin and Shivar. So
Sorry.
Trin, at the beginning of your end step, if you attack this turn, create a 1/1 white human creature soldier token, and Silvar is a sack outlet for just humans. You can put a +1/+1 counter on Silvar, and he gains indestructible until end of turn. So if you are already building humans and you have a lot of humans and a lot of tokens, you can, use Sylvar to do a little bit of more aristocrats flavor to your deck. I don't love these guys as far as commanders, but if you want to do a human style aristocrats deck, even though it may not be, top tier, it's very fun. So,
and you're definitely in the right colors for an aristocrat style deck.
Yeah,
so
the best colors, I would say.
Yep. That's cool. All right, and then we've got the tokens again. We've got 3, 4. Okay, we've got a bunch of different human soldier tokens. That's cool that we got different art for all of those. Then we've got humans, and on the other side, treasure for the impetus probably. Is there anything else in here that creates treasures? And then zombies. I can tell you one card that you should put in here that will create more treasures for you. Peter's favorite white card.
Smothering Tithe?
Smothering
Absolutely.
Tithe.
Absolutely.
Yes. Okay, let's
Auto include.
check out the lands again real quick. I'm guessing that we will be just as happy with these ones as we have been with the rest.
They're very similar to each other, which is really cool. At least the mana base is very balanced, which I do know that they work hard to accomplish. So
Yeah.
good job, Wizards. I'm proud of you.
And we got the Forge, Exotic Orchard. This is the Signet land, I think is what, I don't know what people call them, but they act the same as Signets. You got your Smoldering Marsh, 2 Hideaway cards, which is great.
Wow.
Yep, those are both really good cards, and your Swampies. Gosh, that art is so cool. I'm really excited for all of the art in this, in both the C20 decks and the regular set. Okay, Call the Coppercoats.
I'm just going to spend one quick second on this.
Please
Call of
do.
the Coppercoats is, in my mind, the best token maker that we've had in a long time. It is 2 and a white for a instant that says choose any number of target opponents, create X11 white human creature soldier tokens, where X is the number of creatures that opponent controls, and it has strive, so the spell costs 1 and a white more to cast for each target beyond the first. So say you have an opponent with 7 creatures out and you have another opponent with 8, you can spend 3 mana to get 7 or 8 tokens, or you can spend 5 mana to get 15 tokens, and that anybody who plays Aristocrats knows that is an amazing rate.
That is spicy.
Super good.
Yep, that is super spicy. Flawless Maneuver. That's a terrible card. We're
What?
not even going to talk about it.
Oh my goodness. You
Please
liar.
explode at me, chat.
You liar. Flawless Maneuver, it's the white version of the Lieutenant cards. And it says, for 2 and a white, if you control a commander, you may cast it without paying its mana cost. Creatures you control gain indestructible end of turn.
So good.
So freaking good.
You know what the most annoying thing is when you're playing Aristocrats? When other people kill your stuff. You're like, hey, I'm the one that's planning on killing my own stuff. This will stop people from
Yeah,
doing that.
I have a deal for you. I have a really good card that you might like. It's a Flawless Maneuver.
I was just kidding. It's amazing. It's the best card in this deck.
Okay, good. You can
It was-
maneuver
it was a
flawlessly.
joke. Yeah, that's great. Oh, this is a fun card. Verge Rangers. You got a 3/3 with first strike. You may look at the top card of your library at any time. I love being able to do that. Any card that says that, I already love it. Seriously, no, I love just any time I get to look at the top card of my deck. And it doesn't use a stack or anything, so if you're doing something, I can just go, wait. I need
Yeah,
to look at the top card of my deck.
I love in Magic where I can just like have a card like that and anytime just be like,
Oh,
and
just-
throw it
he
and
threw
chuck
He
it.
threw it on the ground. You guys probably didn't see that, but he did. Anyway, this guy does more than just
anytime.
that. He says, as long as an opponent controls more lands than you, and you're playing white, black, and red, so that shouldn't be a problem, you may play lands from the top of your library. So that addresses the problem that white, black, and red decks usually have, which is that they are behind in ramp. So you'll never get ahead on ramp, but you will always be able to catch up with
Yep.
that card, which is great.
It's good.
Species Specialist, which is a great card. Titan Hunter. We gotta speed through some of these, sorry guys. Fireflux Squad. Frontier Warmonger. Let me know if there are any cards that you want me to stop on, and we can talk
Yeah.
about them.
I'm watching the chat, so don't worry. If you want to say something, say it.
Echoes.
Just give it to us.
Sanctuary Blade.
That's actually Sanctuary Blade is pretty good. I don't know, you can, and getting protection from a color is just pretty good.
Yeah, I like that it's as it becomes attached to a creature and not as you play it,
Yeah.
so that you can move
switch
it
it up.
around and switch that up. Bounty Agent, that's a good card. Citywide Bust.
I love Citywide Bust, and the reason why I love this board wipe is because the best board wipe that you can have in your commander deck is one that is one-sided, one where you can abuse it the most. So since you are in a deck that's creating so many tokens, you're probably not going to have a lot of power, but you're just going to have a lot of creatures.
This is perfect.
Yeah, something like Citywide Bust that gets rid of everything with toughness 4 or greater. That's fantastic.
I love that in this deck. Cleansing Nova. You can either destroy all creatures or destroy all artifacts and enchantments.
Flexibility.
Love the flexibility on that. Dearly Departed. Frontline Medic. That's a card that I didn't think we were ever going to see again, so I'm glad to see that. It's not the best, but it's also pretty good. I like it. Increasing Devotion. Really good way to get a ton of tokens. Knight of the White Orchid. That is
Super good
your
white ramp.
classic white ramp. That's a weird thing to say, but that's your classic white ramp. Magus of the Disc. Odric, Master Tactician. Riders of Gavany. This is exactly what I would expect to find in a white human deck. Thalia's Lieutenant. All good cards in the human deck. Thraben Doomsayer. Unexpectedly Absent. Disciple of Bolas. Painful Truths. That's a really good card in this deck. You can converge. Okay, so for 2 and a black, you've got a sorcery that has Converge, and that says you draw X cards and you lose X life, where X is the number of colors of mana spent to cast the spell. So make sure that you're playing it by paying a white, a red, and a black, and you will draw 3 cards. It's pretty good.
It's a good rate.
Zathrid Necromancer. Classic. Alesha, who smiles at death. Alicia, Alesha, whatever. Sorry. Captivating Crew. Griffin plays that card.
I do. I love Captivating Crew.
Fumiko, the Low Blood. Magus of the Wheel, that's a great card. It's not the wheel, but it's the Magus of the Wheel.
Fortunately.
Outpost Siege.
You get it?
Wheel
okay.
Unfortunately,
Ha!
I didn't even
Ha!
catch it.
Oh, wow.
It was just bad. I didn't want to laugh. I hope the chat laughed, though. Shared Animosity. I don't know what this does. Whenever a creature you control attacks, it gets +1/+0 until end of turn for each other attacking creature that shares a creature type with it. This is great in a deck where you're going to get all humans and you want to swing with it. So,
Kind of like Jirina, huh?
yeah, Jurina. Yep. This is a card that you can just go ahead and take out, but I will be nice to it. He is a very nice giant. Anyway, take it out. It's a good card. It says each human creature you control has. You can pay red, tap it, and it deals 1 damage to any target creature. It's just.
If you're playing a mono red humans where you're creating a lot of,
Yeah.
if you only have red mana, I can see this being really good. But since you're in 3 colors, you probably don't want something that limits you to just using 1 mana.
If it was colorless or just tapped, then yeah, it would be great. Adrianna. Crackling Doom, that's a good card. It says that it deals 2 damage to each opponent, and then each opponent sacrifices a creature with the greatest power among creatures that player controls. That addresses something that is always it's the biggest weakness of edict effects like that. Edicts are you force your opponents to sacrifice a creature. With this card, you're usually getting the card that you want them to sacrifice anyway, unless they've got multiple cards with the same power, then it's not as good. So still a really good edict effect. There's our Planeswalker for the deck, Nahiri the Harbinger.
Seriously underrated Planeswalker.
She is very underrated. You can do her +2, and you can discard a card and then draw a card if you do. Her -2 is exile target enchantment, tapped artifact, or tapped creature. And then -8, search your library for an artifact or creature card, so your win con, put it onto the battlefield, then shuffle your library. It gains haste, return it to your hand at the beginning of the next end step. So glad that that does not say exile it. It goes back to your hand. I mean, how often... You actually could get her ult quite easily with this deck, I feel like.
Yeah, you can get there in 3 turns.
Yeah. Bonder's Ornament. We've talked about that already. That's not Commander's Signet, but Arcane Signet, for those who were here earlier. Oh, hey, this one has all 3 signets as well.
Oh, nice.
I saw the first one and then wanted to check. So, yep, we've got Rakdos, Boros, and Orzhov Signet. That is always really nice to see. So what was that in all 3 of them that didn't have, or was it 3 or 2 of them?
The first 3 didn't have the signets.
Yeah. Okay. So all of them without green have the signets, I guess. Commander Sphere. Heirloom Blade, that's a really good card as well. That is
super good.
The best, one of the best cards that is in this deck, and I'm super happy to see a reprint of it.
Yep,
It's
that
a
is your
perfect deck.
card draw right there.
Yep. Soul Ring. All right, and then we are headed into the cards from the main set and the impetus cards. We've got Sanctuary Lockdown. Humans you control get +1/+1. You can pay 2, tap 2 untapped humans you control, and then tap target creature an opponent controls. It's a lot of steps, but if you're going to die, then it can probably help you out. Bastion of Remembrance is a really good card. We talked earlier about being able to get infinite death triggers if you add in Astronaut's Altar, and I am going to mess it up again.
Nim
Death
Death
Mantle.
Mantle.
Nim Death Mantle. I always say Nyx Death Mantle, but Nim Death Mantle. And this, and then you can put in other cards like Blood Artist and not Mardu Weaver. Oh my goodness. We've been here for too long, guys. Anyway, creatures and other cards that allow you to drain your opponents every time that...
Blood Artist and Zulaport Cutthroat.
Zulaport Cutthroat, that's the guy I was thinking of. And then the...
Vindictive Vampire, Falcon Wrath
and Falcon
Noble.
Wrath Noble. Thank you. That's why I bring Griffin with me to these things. He remembers all the names. Dire Tactics. Anyway, go infinite with this deck. Surprise everybody. General's Enforcer. Impetus. All of them. Banisher Priest. That is a good
It's some
card.
good removal.
Yeah. Cavalry Pegasus. When it attacks, each attacking human gains flying until end of turn. Sorry, I lied. We are not going into just cards from the... Oh, hey, look. There's the Zulaport Cutthroat.
Yeah, you just need to
Okay.
wait a little bit.
Yep, I just need to be patient. That's the guy. That is not Mardu Reaper. Hello. Zulaport
At least you
Cutthroat.
tried.
I tried. I did. I'm getting tired, guys. Devout Chaplain. But I am super excited to play these. Ambition's Cost. That is a good draw spell.
Yeah, it's a nice draw spell that they include in some of the decks.
Yeah.
I like it.
Humble Defector.
I love this card, but I don't play it anymore. But I just love it. It's so political.
Yeah.
Like, hey, I'll give you 2 cards to draw if you give it back.
That is awesome. I really like it.
Almost every time they will give it back.
It's a very Griffin and very Caleb card.
Yeah, it is. We'll just trade it with each other.
Yeah, I will, for sure. Wait, no one's playing this one tonight. Oh, okay.
Darn.
Vigilante Justice. Garna from Dominaria. And Terminate.
Great move. Great removal.
Classic black-red removal. Guys, you have made it to the end. Woo!
That is it. So I hope you guys enjoyed us opening all of the decks. We're super excited to play these in like less than an hour. We're going to try to see if we can stream it for you guys. We're going to be recording our Duels of the Peak episode. We'll see if it works.
No promises on the streaming.
Yeah,
though.
no promises on the streaming. But thanks so much for tuning in. Again, please make sure you check out our YouTube channel at Command Valley. We have deck techs, gameplay videos, deck upgrade videos for all of the C20 decks.
For all the face commanders.
Yep, all the face commanders. So if you need to, just check in the chat. We have all the links to all of the decks and the YouTube channel itself.
Check out my Otrimi one. It's probably the best out of
Oh
all.
yeah, is it? Oh wow. Okay.
I'm just kidding. They are all great. We are super excited to bring you more Commander content, so be sure to subscribe to our channel. And thanks so much for watching, guys.
Okay. One last thing. Thank you to Game Grid for being able to let us do this. We super appreciate it. Thank you guys for supporting Game Grid as they support us. But yeah, thanks for tuning in. We appreciate it, and we will see you guys later.
Thanks.